On behalf of Lumax Industries Limited, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you and thank you for coming here so early in the morning to attend what is truly a momentous occasion. It's the Silver Jubilee, ladies and gentlemen, 25 years of the listing of Lumax Industries Limited on the Bombay Stock Exchange. The story of the Lumax DK Jain Group began over 6 decades ago in 1945 as a trading house, which became a full-fledged, high-quality automobile lighting solutions company, Lumax Industries Limited. As the most experienced player in its segment, Lumax Industries commands a formidable growth in the Indian automobile illumination industry. In 1984, Lumax and Stanley signed a technical alliance, and in 1985, the initial public offering marked a significant milestone for the company. Lumax Industries Limited listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange on November 28, 1989. And today the company is making a new beginning in the august premises of the Bombay Stock Exchange. We are proud to have come this far, and we are certain this is only the beginning of a very bright journey ahead. We have with us here today a glittering array of luminaries from the company representing some of the best minds and stalwarts in the auto ancillary and support services business. It is now my pleasure to invite them to join me at the dais one by one as our team welcomes them with bouquets of fresh flowers. Firstly, Mr. DK Jain, Chairman of the Lumax Group. Mr. Kitano, President, Stanley Electric Company Limited, Japan. Mr. Deepak Jain, Managing Director of Lumax. Mr. Anmol Jain, Joint Managing Director of Lumax. Mr. Hiruka, Senior Executive Director of Lumax. Mr. Vineet Saini, Chief Executive Officer, Lumax. And of course, Mr. Ashish Chauhan, Managing Director and CEO, BSE. To mark an auspicious beginning, I invite all our distinguished guests on the dais to kindly proceed to light the traditional lamp. To commence proceedings, let me invite the man of the moment, Mr. D.K. Jain, Chairman of Lumax Industries Limited, to deliver the keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. D.K. Jain.
Good morning, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all this morning for joining us to celebrate the 25 years of listing of Lumax Industries Limited in Bombay Stock Exchange. It is a great historic day for all of us at Lumax. I thank the BSE management to felicitate today's event and appreciate the presence of Shri Ashish Chauhanji, the MD of the BSE. I thank all my colleagues from the company who are present today here, and the investors who have taken special efforts to be with us on this joyful journey. I would also like to thank media for their presence and support they have always provided. I would also like to welcome my friends, my relatives on this great occasion. Mr. Kitano, the President of Stanley Electric Company Limited, sir, a very special thanks to you for taking efforts of visiting us all the way from Japan. We value your presence, and it will always be remembered in the history of the events of Lumax. Kitano-san, you have been a great friend, a great guidance, and it's not easy to sustain and maintain a strong 30 years of our relationship. The past is glorious in your company, and I can assure you the future is very promising. Your investments in this country, in this company, will become one of the star investments in your global operations. Friends, this organization, as the institution was started by the founder of the company, late Shri S.C. Jain, my respected father. He started this with no capital, zero know-how, and with no experience, but with a vision to uplift the family and create something for the society at large. His principles of hard work, honesty, and customer focus enabled all of us Let's do that first. Okay, let's go to the bell. Okay, just bolo ke we will continue. I will continue, and with your permission, I think we will go to the bell to finish the formal ceremony.
We're approaching the moment we've all been waiting for, which is the symbolic ringing of the opening bell. So do join me in the countdown when we get to 10. And at that moment, I invite Mr. D.K. Jain, Mr. Kitano, and the rest of the senior management team to ring the gong. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Everyone can ring the gong. Thank you all and congratulations. With that, we mark the 25th year of Lumax Industries being listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. Now I will allow Mr. D.K. Jain to continue with his remarks.
Friends, I was sharing with you the history of this organization, which was started by the founder of the company, late Shri S.C. Jain, my respected father. He started this with no capital, zero know-how, with no godfather, with no experience, but a great vision to uplift the family and create something for the society at large. His principles of hard work, honesty, flexibility, and customer focus enabled all of us to achieve what we have today. From a proprietorship firm to a partnership, then to a private limited, then to deemed to public limited, and eventually a public limited company was a long and smooth journey. Friends, I'm happy to share with you because I can see some of the investors here who might have met me many, many years back. We come from a very conservative company. We don't believe in overdrafts. We don't believe in over borrowings. And at the time, around 83, 84, there was no need of funds to the company to grow, but there was a compulsion of taxation of those times. I don't know how many of you will be knowing that during time the taxation was so much that whatever we used to earn, we used to pay more of taxes and we used to be in minus. The wealth tax was there and the wealth was calculated based on the balance sheet and the calculations was done for the shares accordingly. So one smart banker came to us, gave a proposal that why don't you get listed on a stock exchange and then your calculations will be done based on the price quoted on the stock exchange. And since nobody knows your company, it will be much easier for you to perhaps maintain the stocks at a lower levels. We went ahead and that's how we decided 30 years back to list our company on Delhi Stock Exchange and 25 years back on this day on the Bombay Stock Exchange. But friends, when we came to the public, it was just a 50 lakhs rupees of the public issue. We were not expecting that it will be oversubscribed, but eventually it got oversubscribed by 60 times. And that gave us the confidence and a commitment to me in particular at that day that we should not be running this company as a family-owned company, but we will try and run it as a professional company and will reward all the stakeholders. I'm very happy to state that in last 25 years, we have achieved what we wanted and we set for ourselves, and the relationship with Stanley in last 30 years have become stronger and stronger, and their support has made it possible to do what we have set for us. It was exactly 30 years back when we became publicly listed company and also joined head at the same time with our partner Stanley Electric Company for technical support. We are one of the few trusted auto component tier 1 manufacturers who have sustained a 3-decade strong partnership with a Japanese partner. I think the compliments goes to both the team at Lumax as well as the team at Stanley for building the relationship stronger and stronger over time. Stanley's support and guidance all these years have been of great value in the success of the company. 25 years back, we got listed on Bombay Stock Exchange, and that is how today we are celebrating the Silver Jubilee celebrations. Today, Lumax Industries Limited has a turnover of 1,116 crores with 9 plants across 6 states in the country and about 17,000 shareholders. We have very diversified customer base because our products are fitted on all type of vehicles, vis-a-vis commercial vehicles, passenger cars, motorcycles, two-wheelers, and also the defense vehicles. Some interesting facts are, if 30 years ago, an investor would have invested rupees 1 in Lumax share, it would have become rupees 380 by now. The company has invested rupees 750 crores over the 3 decades, and today the employee strength has increased from just 50 to 5,000, including direct and indirect. Also, Lumax support over 700 supplier families. We also listed another group company, Lumax Auto Technologies Limited, in 2007 as part of DK Jain Group. Today, we have diversified in many other components and wide range of customer as well. I'm happy that both the companies are doing very well and looking after the stakeholders. In next 5 years, we plan to double our revenue by investing about rupees 300 crores in enhancing manufacturing and technology capabilities to support the growth. We enjoy a very good name in the auto component field and have full trust of our customers. Today, with stable government at the center, we expect many more economic reforms in time to come. With a focus on infrastructure and foreign investment, the country is well set to roll out into the 6 to 7% GDP bracket pretty soon. In the past, we have seen the automobile and component sector gets the first advantage of the economic reforms and the economic uplift. Hence, I'm confident that with our experience, support of our partners, we are set to witness an accelerated growth in a very near future. To give back to the society, we continuously focus on the CSR activities and are supporting health, education sector through various programs across the company. My sincere thanks to my colleagues and special thanks to our customers, bankers, suppliers, shareholders, and all stakeholders, including the media, who have stood by us and have worked tirelessly to make this day possible. Thank you all for joining me for this very special anniversary celebrations, and thank you once again.
It's time now for the presentation ceremony. We have some beautifully designed mementos that will mark this Silver Jubilee celebration. I now request Chairman Mr. DK Jain to present a special memento to Mr. Kitano, President of Stanley Electric Company Limited, Japan, for their continued support. As a tribute to this magnificent institution, I also request Chairman Mr. DK Jain to present a special memento to Mr. Ashish Chauhan. In a reciprocal gesture, Mr. Ashish Chauhan will present a memento to Mr. DK Jain. Now it's time to take a trip down memory lane. Lumax Industries has created an audiovisual presentation about the company. It showcases all the significant milestones in the illustrious lifetime of the company. Please take a look. What an illustrious journey it has been. Congratulations to Lumax and Stanley for such a wonderful partnership and for 25 years of being listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. We're now going to share a video about the history of the Bombay Stock Exchange.
As the Native Share and Stockbrokers Association, the BSE is the oldest stock exchange in Asia. The history of the BSE is the history of its people, the many men who founded the exchange, and the many people who took the torch forward and built it into the premier institution that it is today. There aren't many institutions in the country which can boast of having a 125-year-old history. Over this lifespan, the BSE has had good times and bad times, adversity, and the way those at the helm of affairs coped with it is what makes BSE today an institution that is vibrant and dynamic. The passing of the Companies Act 1850 gave way for stock trading in India, but this activity could not pick up in the absence of a large basket of stocks available for trade. The number of shares available was few, and people did not really have large investable funds for trading in stocks. Brokers were a handful of only 6. There was no trading hall or stock exchange building, and whatever little trading that took place was carried out in the open, under the balmy shade of a banyan tree. The American Civil War, which resulted in an acute global shortage of cotton, changed all that. Lancashire mills had to turn to other sources, including India. As cotton was exported from India in large quantities, its price soared. Surat cotton, for example, went from a price of between 3 to 5 pence per pound to between 20 and 24 pence. Thus, between 1861 and 1865, export of cotton resulted in an unusual influx of wealth in the form of bullion amounting to 850 million rupees, much of which landed on the beckoning shores of Bombay. Naturally, this huge inflow of wealth sought investment opportunities. Such opportunities sprang up spontaneously and brought with them a new generation of visionaries who, being in the right place at the right time, played their designated role. Premchand Roychand, who, by virtue of being the first Indian broker to read and write English, found himself eminently suited to lead the equities market in Mumbai to a new level. He floated or helped float several companies which sought equity investments. Initially, these shares commanded huge premiums, an offshoot of the paucity of investable outlets and a surfeit of funds. With the increase in activity, the number of brokers increased to between 200 to 250, as did their prestige and clout. When things cooled down at the end of the American Civil War, the organization build-up of the BSE started. At first, an informal association was created in between, and in 1887, the brokers formalized the arrangement through an indenture, spelling out Articles of Association of the Native Share and Stockbrokers Association. In July of 1875, 318 persons became, on payment of a princely sum of 1 rupee as entrance fee, members of the Stock Exchange Mumbai. They passed a resolution resolving to form an association for protecting the character, status, and interest of native share and stockbrokers, and of providing a hall or building for the use of the members of the association. It was until 1887, however, that they could formalize their resolution by a trust deed, which was the foundation of the present Bombay Stock Exchange. Men of great wisdom and vision pioneered the growth of the BSE. Sri Junilal Motilal, a signatory to the original trust deed and the first president of BSE, saw the exchange through its most embryonic phase. Sri Shapurji Bharucha, who was knighted in 1912, was the second honorary president of the BSE. He was responsible for setting up rules and regulation of the exchange. Sri Kikabhai Premchand, the third president of BSE, was knighted in 1931. He later became the Sheriff of Bombay. Sri K.R.P. Shroff, who rose from being a teacher to the presidentship of the BSE, created an indelible impression and used his sterling character, impressive appearance, strength of will, and compassion for the benefit of the exchange. In 1916, he became a member of the exchange. In 1920, a director, and retained presidentship of BSE for 43 years between 1923 to 1966. Sri Firoz Jiji Boy also belonged to that generation of stalwarts. He played a stellar role in molding the Bombay Stock Exchange to its present status. He was instrumental in developing the Indian stock markets in general and BSE in particular. It was to commemorate his contributions, first as secretary of the BSE and later as its chairman, that the present stock exchange building was named after him.
I now call upon Mr. Ashish Chauhan, Managing Director of the BSE, to address the gathering.
Morning, friends, eminent people on the dais, and to all my colleagues from BSE present at this historic convention hall of Bombay Stock Exchange. Firstly, on behalf of BSE, I would like to welcome Mr. D.K. Jain, Chairman of Lumax Industries, and the senior management of the company. Let me also welcome Mr. Takanari Kitano, President, Stanley Electric Company Limited, who has specifically come from Japan for this occasion. And let me also welcome Mr. Jain's two sons, Deepak and Anmol. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the whole team of Lumax Industries at this landmark moment. Today, the company completes 25 years of listing on India's first and fastest stock exchange, BSE. BSE also takes this as a historic moment for itself and for the company. It would not have been possible without the efforts of the senior management of the company and all its employees to be present here. This company in all these years has adhered to highest standards of transparency and corporate governance. Incorporated in 1945 and listed in 1984, in the last 25 years, Lumax Industries has grown tremendously. It is one of the best examples of wealth creators for Indian retail investors. The company has also generated a lot of goodwill among the investor fraternity. The client list of Lumax Industries includes some of the biggest names of the Indian and global automotive industry. The company, which set up first manufacturing plant in 1956, today has 9 manufacturing plants across the nation. It is also tied up with some of the global auto giants. BSE has worked for the wealth creation of retail investors ever since its inception in 1875 as the Native Share and Stock Brokers Association. In the last 25 years, even BSE has grown many folds. In past many decades, the International Convention Hall of BSE has seen the development of Indian capital markets, first as a trading ring. There used to be a physical trading here when there was no automation for the brokers, and then as a convention hall post-digitization of BSE. Since inception, BSE has offered an efficient capital raising platform to companies in India. Today, BSE's market capitalization has reached 99,91,000 crore. It's slightly just below 100 lakh crore, and I believe the way index is going, it is already 310 points up. If it goes up a little more, India will reach 100 lakh crore market capitalization for the first time on the 25th anniversary of Lumax. BSE is referred as Asia's first stock exchange. It became the fastest stock exchange in India by updating its technology platform to Bold Plus recently. One of the key features of the system is its response time. It provides response time of 200 microseconds, making it the fastest trading platform in the country. In 1 second, there are 10 lakh microseconds, 1 million microseconds. And we give you a response. When you place an order on BSE, we give you a confirmation at 1 by 5,000th of a second. By the time you close your eyes and open, we would have got several thousand, several lakh orders coming into BSE. We can also handle 5 lakh orders in a second. If IRCTC books 5 lakh railway tickets in a day, it's a major day for them. We can take that in 1 second, and with the response time of 200 microseconds. BSE adheres to the highest standards of transparency and corporate governance set up by the regulators and the government. BSE is the world's largest stock exchange in terms of number of listed companies, which stands at 5525. The nearest large exchange in the world is less than half the size of BSE. The market capitalization of the fastest exchange of the country is very close to reaching the landmark figure, as I said, of 100 lakh crore. The past couple of years, BSE has launched a number of market-leading practices such as BSE derivatives, BSE SME, institutional trading platform, and so on and so forth. Earlier in February this year, BSE launched the institutional trading platform also. I would once again like to congratulate the team of Lumax Industries on its silver jubilee at BSE and would like to urge other companies to look at this company as a testament of progress and wealth creation in the history on Indian stock markets. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Chauhan. To conclude, let me invite Mr. Deepak Jain to deliver the vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Deepak Jain.
Shri D.K. Jain, Chairman, Lumax Group. Shri T. Kitano, President, Sun Electric, Japan. Shri Ashish Chauhan, CEO, Managing Director, Bombay Stock Exchange. Valuable shareholders, investors, friends from the media, my dear colleagues from the company, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I would like to thank the BSE management for proactively inviting us to commemorate 25 years of listing on Bombay Stock Exchange. Friends, these are some precious moments which go down in the milestone of the company. And these are some moments which we need to take cognizance of and celebrate. I would like to thank Stanley Electric, our partners, who have unrelentlessly supported us, guided us, and helped us to together create value for the country, for the investor community, and for the economy at large. Kitano-san, we learn from you every day. We take valuable lessons from you every day. And we hope that in your global framework within India, we will be able to provide value to you as well. Friends, our Prime Minister, Shri Modi ji, has given a Make in India campaign, has laid emphasis on manufacturing. I can only say today that what we have done in the last 30 years, what we have given to the investor community for the last 25 years, is a start. It's a beginning. We want and strive to be an excellent company, an outshining light in the pursuit of excellence, to create value for not just investors, to also strive to be a happy company for our colleagues and friends. Most important, I have to thank and remember our customers, who we work for relentlessly every day, and we represent our customers. Friends, we just strive for a company which India can be proud of. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for your patience hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Deepak Jain. Thank you all for joining us on this very special anniversary celebration. I now invite everyone to stay to share breakfast with us, and I wish you a very prosperous day ahead. The management will be available for interactions now.